What's up, what's up, everybody? I'm a little late. I'm a little spastic, but it's our first Cookie Run tournament. I'm excited. I got a co-guest tonight, Mister. You got some accolades to yourself for such a new game, Mister Kane. Is that go ahead, Nick. Mm-hmm. But like you also like are pretty good on the the game has like league points that like ran through officially through the community, and like you've worked your way up that ladder a little bit as well, or maybe I'm misunderstanding how that works. Got you. That's pretty sick. But so our players are starting. I think both players have started what they call the support phase, where it's essentially you get to take one card in your hand, play it in your support area, and it's treated like land or energy in other games. So basically you tap, things are going to have a cost, and you tap those resources, as many as you have. You only get to place one per turn, and then that's going to allow you to activate certain cards on board. But looks like we have a purple versus green, which is exciting. Maybe at least that's what we see so far. Oh, is that oh, it's just like super green card then, but I guess it is blue. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Let me see. Oh, it's the Altart. That's very fancy. Let's see. I can get that card on the screen while I'm at it too. But yeah, so like probably gonna end up teaching a lot of people tonight how the game works. But when you play a cookie, and you're about to see it, we got the sherbet cookie, which I know is one of Blue's strongest cards right now. Every cookie has an HP. You're gonna see it at the cards on the right here. The cards on the right, you're gonna see like Aloe Cookie. It's got an HP. It's specifically an HP of 2. You're gonna set 2 cards down. People have different ways to do it. I don't know if there's like a official way to properly reveal your cards, but that's gonna represent its HP. And now our sherbet cookie has now declared an attack into our opponent's cookie, and they've done damage. So if you guys have seen something like Digimon or any of the Bandai games with the way they do health, it's kind of the same thing, except it's every cookie you play has its own life or security or shield even. But you do have flip effects, and those flip effects will allow you to like as your cookie takes damage, you flip each card, and then you start resolving flip effects one by one, and they can consist of draw cards, allowing you to heal. Is that about it? Is those the only 2? Oh, okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. And I did mention that the sherbet cookie on the blue side is a promo card that is really strong. It is considered really strong. Why is this cookie was so good for blue? Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, okay. Let's see.
Up to 2 more damage, and then a bonus effect if you would do attack, you can discard another card to do 1 damage. So in total, you can do up to like 6
Oh,
damage on turn 2, which is very strong.
that's pretty. Oh, that's gross. And then what is so what would you say like so all right, so new card game, right? We got colors. What would you like we haven't talked much about purple yet. What do you think what would you say is purple's main gimmick here in the first couple sets we got? Like what is their identity as we get the Milky Way cookie on board?
Right. So purple, when it came out, it's a very control heavy deck. The idea is that you don't win in the traditional way of other colors, where you get their break area to 10. In set one, it was very focused on the idea of trashing your opponent's cookies,
Mhm.
which removes it from the battle area and putting it into your trash, and which force your opponent to respond by placing another cookie onto the battlefield.
Right.
If there's no cookies in their hand, they lose the game.
Right.
So
Go
uh,
ahead.
it's very control focused. They can get rid of key pieces in a
Mhm.
strategy for another player, strong cards. Like, for example, red, their idea is to get to a certain break level. They can stop that because they don't kill opponents' cookies that way. They can't build a break area. So it's
Right.
a very strong deck if you're not playing strategically against it.
Gotcha. Yeah, and so to be clear for chat, if anyone is still trying to learn how to play Cookie Run, the two win conditions, as far as I understand it, is when your cookies die, they go to the break area. You see the sherbet, the original sherbet cookie on the side getting there, and our purple player has a Milky Way cookie and another level 1 there. Every cookie has a level, as you can see, and the moment your break area hits level 10, you lose the game, meaning your opponent wins, right? And the other way a win condition is met is that if you clear your opponent, if you have you as your cookies die, you're able to replace them from hand immediately. However, if you have no cookies on board and no cookies in hand to replace those cookies to maintain at least one cookie on board, you also lose the game. And here we're gonna attack with I think this is what like the boss monster of purple is like Moonlight Cookie, I believe.
Correct. Came out in set two and introduces some new mechanics like uh, milling your opponent, causing them to take cards off the top of their deck and put it into the trash, as well as getting you ahead by able to draw more. I do believe it also trashes your opponent's cookies if they have 2 cookies on the battlefield or battle area.
Oh, I see. Okay. Let me see. Let me get that Moonlight Cookie on board. We haven't had any purple cards on screen yet. What would you say blue or purple has an advantage in this matchup here as we see our opponent as we see I think it is now blue's turn. They committed to an attack. Go ahead.
Depending on the strategy of the purple player, if they're going for a very trashing cookie focus strategy, could be more in favor of the blue player because blue players have a lot of cards that allow them to draw. So they might draw into an answer or keep
Mm-hmm.
their hand well stocked, um, as well as they were less likely to run out of cards in hand. So,
Oh, okay.
but we never know. They might get unlucky or make a big play that requires them to discard a lot of cards. Because in blue, their main focus is drawing a lot of cards in hand and then discarding them to do damage via Cookie's abilities.
And we actually saw blue here use a different card type. This is the first time I think we see it on board. We actually have item cards, which are one-time use cards that have specific effects. How do you feel about the bear jelly ice cream? How important is that card to blue right now?
It's, I believe, it's one of Blue's strongest item cards. It allows them to pull a cookie that has 3 or more health back into their hand. So if they do put a level 3 cookie down, like Sherbert, they
Mm-hmm.
can attack with it, do all its bonus effects, and then pull it back at the end of their turn, not risking it dying. And
Oh,
then being able to play it again next turn with its on play to do a large damage turn.
gotcha. It looks like both players struggling to find actually find kills here so far. We got Captain Ice Cookie, one of the alt arts, I believe, with the little hat. But they got they've only both players at level 3 in their break area, so still pretty early game in terms of damage. But we've been slinging a lot of cards so far. I believe it is still I think it's still the blue player's turn.
introduced in like set two,
Mm-hmm.
one of the key things about or key mechanics in blue is that a few of their cards require them to reveal the top card of their deck.
Oh,
If
okay.
that card is a level 2 cookie, they get bonus effects similar to one of their traps allows them to minus an additional 1 damage if they reveal a card at the top of their deck and it's level 2. So a lot of blue players stack their deck with level 2 cards to basically get these effects off.
Oh, interesting. And now we've played the shark cookie, and now we're sending it to the bottom.
Yeah, so the shark card is one
Mm-hmm.
of blue's new ways to get card advantage. If you play it and there's another cookie on the battlefield, you can spend 1 blue support to put it at the bottom of your deck and draw 2 cards. So,
Oh, so you go +1. That's kind of nice.
yep,
And then we get, was it Snow Fairy? Oh, Sea Fairy. Excuse me. Sea Fairy. Another. This is. Get them on the screen for everybody.
yeah, this Sea Fairy has an ability. Well,
Mm-hmm.
first it does 4 damage for 4 blue, which is quite a lot of damage if you have the support for it. But also it can bounce cookies back to your hand.
Right. Oh, your own cookies, so you can again recycle. Just recycle those cards again to get their effects, or at least rebuff their HP. So you're not losing them and going into the break area. That's so cool.
Exactly.
And then so now it is purple. It should be purple's full turn here coming up. We've used a lot of our resources here on the blue side, but we are gonna replay that Captain Ice cookie. And not enough resources to or is it called resources or is it called support? What's the proper term for your cards in the back area?
Support.
Okay, support cards. So we don't have enough support to actually attack with the ice cookie or the Captain Ice cookie.
In the we're purple players too. The later the game gets, the more you have cards in your trash, more
Mm-hmm.
powerful your deck gets. A lot of your cards go online once you have 15 or more cards in your trash,
Right.
and we're going to see the full power of this purple player once it looks like from what it looks like there are more than 15 cards in their trash.
Yeah.
So they'll be able to pull off
Mhm.
some larger plays with certain cookies or items.
How
And
often? So because in this game, I think again teaching chat. In this game, you can't deck out. If you run out, if you're forced to draw and you have no more cards left in deck, you actually initiate what's called a refresh, where you take, I believe, you take your entire trash and then shuffle it up and then reset your trash as your deck. But then you have to place 1 cookie in your break area between level 1 and 3, right? So ideally, you're putting a level 1 in there, something like that. Is that about right or? Where am
correct.
I with that? Okay.
Yep. You take 1 card out of your trash and put it in your break area, and then you reshuffle
Mm-hmm.
and your trash to become your deck again.
Okay. And that kind of hurts purple, right? If they ever make it that far, right? Because you're spending all this time trying to get to 15 cards in trash, and then you're gonna undo all do that. You potentially have the potential to undo all that. How often would you say you've completed a refresh in a match of Cookie Run?
Um, it depends on the type of play, like type of color you're facing.
Mm-hmm.
Against a purple player, you're going to expect to refresh your deck because you're retrashing a lot of cookies.
Got it.
Um, but on average, if the game is stalled out, maybe once. I've never been in a game where it was decked out twice.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm getting another sherbet cookie down. Get another. And you burn through, and we're about to see purple actually or blue actually going to have to go through a refresh step here. Yeah, we're gonna have to put 1 cookie in our break area. This is the first cookie that's made it to the break area. It is like in a minute. I guess the Captain Ice just recently hit the break area as well due to last turn getting the was it crunchy chip cookie and the moonlight cookie attacking into it.
Yeah, blue probably decks out the quickest in any color since they draw so much.
Mm-hmm.
But an upside of having to refresh is that your flips that are in your trash are now back in your deck. So if you do play a cookie, there's a higher chance that you might get a flip card. So
Oh
there's
right.
there's some benefits to it as well.
Mm-hmm. It is interesting to me too, the flip thing, because like part of deck building in this game is you actually don't have, you're not in some games you may be restricted by a leader, you might be restricted by, I don't know, some erroneous condition, like let's think Lorcana, where it's like you start deck building by telling yourself these are the colors I want to play. In Cookie Run, there is no limitation. The only real deck limitation I understand is one, you're only allowed 16 flip effects in your deck, and then two, to play to you, like it's kind of like, think Magic the Gathering. Your blue cookies generate blue blue support for any of your costs, right? There are sometimes you'll see kind of like in Pokemon or in Magic, like a generic symbol, and you can use that. Like I mean I got Sherbert, I got the crunchy chip cookie here is a great example. You see his Let's Ride effect, one purple, so you have to use a purple support card for that, and then that it's like a kind of a yellow blue, it's a little, might be a little hard to see on stream, but that is the generic symbol, allowing you to use any resource color for that potential attack from the crunchy chip cookie.
Yep.
And how come, go ahead.
Something really interesting happened too. It's really so purple has a few mechanics in their cards that allow them to protect themselves from decking out. They have a trap, so if they are attacked, it minuses 1, but they can take 5 cards from their trash and shuffle it back into their deck.
Yeah,
which is really powerful because you can take all the traps that you used and refresh them into your deck and hopefully draw them again.
Use BCP. I got a quick judge thing. Able to click your name. Double check your. Just some admin work on the side, but oh, we got another cookie. Was this caramel? I think this is what, caramel archer, caramel bow. I forget.
Yeah. So caramel arrow cookie, right?
Arrow cookie
is really interesting in the sense that its on play allows a purple player to refresh their deck, take their trash, shuffle it back into their deck without the penalty of adding a level 1.
Oh, interesting.
So it does protect them from decking out, but it takes them offline when it comes to using specific traps or items or abilities that require a specific trash level.
Oh, interesting. All right. So how good of it? I've noticed it's only does 2 damage, which is pretty low. So it really is off of that on play effect that we really care about, and being able to just reset ourselves. It does 2 damage on play, so you could potentially have a 4 damage turn, which I think 4 damage, at least in my experience, 4 damage is kind of the ceiling of what a cookie is doing. What would you say, like, Matt, like what's a high attack in this game so far? How much can you expect coming at you?
The highest attack normally for most cookies is a level 3 cookie that's able to do 4 damage. There are instances where that can be significantly higher if you reach for other colors, but on average, a level 3 is doing around 3 to 4 damage. Level 2s, 2 to 3 damage, and anything under level 1s averages 1 or 2.
Oof. And our blue player is getting dangerously close, hitting that level 9 break area, and it looks like that's it. Our purple player defeats. It looks like it defeats. I'm counting. Yeah, it's 2 Sherberts. Yeah, I'm counting like over 10. So blue does lose here.
Correct.
Nice. All right, that's good. That's fun to see. All right, now purple taking it, the French Prince, making it undefeated. So for you guys in the stream, there will be we have 9 players total, so there will be a total of 3 rounds tonight. And the winner of the first we're playing till the first undefeated, and that player will be receiving a full sealed box of the latest set. Right now, if you guys remember Digimon at all, the game is out of mostly Korea, if I'm correct, and they're already at like set 7 or set 8. But to help us catch up, they're actually combining us for 2 sets at a time. So while this is our second English American set, It's actually contains this box contains set 3 and 4, while the first set, air quotes, contains set 1 and 2, which is really exciting for everybody. But let's see if there's someone else still playing. Let's see, because I would love to get more games on screen. Let's see. We still have, I think table 1 might still be playing. Yeah, looks like table 1 might be the only table still playing. Going to
I am curious what we jumped in on, because there's only one card in their break area, and a lot of support.
Yeah, let's see. Slowly loading in on my end. Oh, failed to start. Try again. Try again. Not loading for me for some reason. Let's see. Maybe it's something on my end. Not loading.
From this match, it looks like it's 2 green players.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and then one looks like they're running a Power Rangers type build. What Power Rangers means is that there is a level 1 cookie, which is restricted, but it is in every color. It's level 1 cookie with 4 health. So Power Rangers means that you run 1 of this card for each color.
Oh, interesting. And what is the advantage to that?
For green, it's quite powerful because it allows you to stall. Your opponent will have to do 4 damage, and it's only a level 1 cookie, so it's less detrimental to your break area. And it allows a green player to build up support. The more support they have is beneficial for them to do large turns. Both green players seem to have been ramping this entire time. That's why their break areas are one's at 2 and one's at 1, which is quite low at this point in the how long the tournament has been running.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been basically stalling each other out to build up support to hopefully start taking a very large damage turns.
And then, like, how could you, when you say stall, how do you feel like that really gets done in a deck like this? Are we just not? We're just slowly playing level 1s and not really giving up, offering our opponent much to advance the break area, or how does stall work in this game? Are we freezing cookies or causing cookies not to be able to attack? Go ahead.
There's a few ways to stall in this green deck. What they're doing is they're playing level 1 cookies with a lot of health, and if your opponent can't kill it, you have ways to bring that card back from the battlefield into your support, denying them a break of the cookie.
Okay.
And if they were able to break it, they just play another level 1 cookie, stalling their opponents out for turns. Being that they're both green players, they probably know that they're going to be stalling, so they're not attacking and just using their time to play items or to grow their support area.
Oh, okay. And what is the win condition here for green in this scenario? Like, what are we ramping towards essentially?
So a lot of higher level green cards, level 3 green cards, take quite a lot of support to play and get off their damage, as well as being able to use your support to ping for damage. The downside of playing green is that they don't have many cookies that do high damage output for lower level cookies, as well as if they do stall out, they lead to games timing out. In this case, they might, if they don't make some big plays soon, they might be both overtime.
And what are the overtimers? I think officially the overtime rules are you get like 5 minutes of overtime, and then it's just a double loss. There is no tiebreaker. There is no anything like that. If you have insight.
Yeah, sure. I believe it is a double loss, and it's 5 minutes grace period after a 30-minute game. For local game stores, they might handle it differently based on the store. They might choose by break area or by coin flip. But for, I think, online tournaments, it's just fair to do, or it's up to you, truly.
Yeah, it's up to
5 minutes, and then double loss.
Yeah, I think we're gonna, at least officially, we want to run like an official cookie run tournament and work our way up from there. So I've decided that it is going to be the double loss 5 minutes. Maybe it's something the community can decide against later on. But for tonight, it's our first tournament, our first weekly. With that said, actually in the link in the description below, if you guys are seeing what you like and like what you see and you want to play, I already have the signups for next week available to you guys. As we did hit our 8 players, that is incentive enough for me to go again. Right. So if you guys are excited, you guys want to play again, the links for next week of Cookie Run will be is already available. So you can already sign up, which is exciting for that. But yeah, we're unless the community decides against it, I think we're just going off of the official rule set is kind of just like the best way to handle it, honestly. No room for argument, really.
Makes sense. And one of the green players, probably knowing that they're approaching time, has put out 2 level 3 cookies and is now going to be, doing the heavy damage to hopefully break one by one through these walls of level 1s their opponents are having. Also, I think the pair up a green versus green player, which might both focus on stall, was unlucky for a pairing because green really likes the idea of your opponent having to throw out stuff and then slowly withering them down.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I would say like that is. I mean that's card games, and I think you have experience in previous card games as well. But it's just like sometimes it's not about how good you are. Sometimes it's just about sometimes it's just better lucky than good, right? And some of that is your matchups, right? Like what matchups you had in a TCG tournament run end up deciding sometimes more your outcome than your own play, and this could be one of those scenarios. Yeah. See if I can get one of these green cookies on the screen for everybody so you guys can read it. Get we got the white lily.
So one of the players, Dego, is running 2 of the set 2 cards that are like the level 3. One is Sugar Swan and one is White Lily. White Lily is the ancient cookie from the Cookie Run universe. Each color gets an ancient cookie. This is the green form of ancient cookie, and it's really unique because it de-ramps your opponent.
Oh.
So it's beneficial and it's pretty strong against probably another color that can't ramp as quickly as green.
Right. See, at this point, your opponent, your opposing green player has ramped so much that a single like a quick minus doesn't really matter too much. I could see that.
And then Sugar Swan, the unique thing about Sugar Swan Cookie is that it can take a level 2 or lower from your own battlefield and put it in your support, denying your opponent a kill on one of your cookies.
And like you said, we are on that. We like our top player only has 1 level in their break area, and we have I think it's level. We're on level. I want to say it's level 5-ish. I see 2 level 2s, and I think that's Cookie Moles, and I think Cookie Moles being that top card is a.
It's a level 1, so they are at 5 break area.
And just expanding on like what the meta is looking like right now, like this game already has a ban list. I think there's a red card that is banned, and then along with a yellow item that is also banned. But how do you feel like because this set is fairly new, right? It came out if not a couple weeks ago, maybe like when did this set come out? I think it was a couple weeks ago. How do you feel like the meta is right now? What is doing the best? What is doing the worst? What needs help? What's in the middle?
Sure. This set 2 came out, I think, October 10th. So we've had it for a few weeks now, and we've seen some decks really, really shine, especially in my local meta. We have about 15 players that play, twice a week together, and we've seen the power of the blue sherbet cookie, the promo card. Has
we saw in game 1. Yep.
Really strengthened the blue deck. So they're if they're able to get all the right cards in the right order, can kind of run over other decks because they are an aggro deck, so they go pretty quickly. Yellow is definitely a very powerful color. They have an item that's will possibly be banned. It is banned in other regions.
Which item?
That allows them to manipulate their break area enough to kind of basically make all the effort your opponent made to kill your cookies kind of meaningless.
Oh, the essence. I think it's the essence. Is that the one we're talking about?
Essence or rejuvenation. I think red is in a really great place now because they
Mm-hmm.
have quite a lot of cookies that can do a lot of damage. And if you don't have kind of the cards to protect yourself, can run through decks and get in quite easy wins.
Not true.
And I
So,
think
hmm?
the deck that I'm really surprised that is so strong right now is purple. I think um, purple players got a lot of new exciting tech that completely changed them from set one.
Oh, that's exciting. And what card? Because we did see a little bit of purple. You think it was the Moonlight and Crunchy Chip? Or those two are the two cards probably putting purple over the top? Or if what do you
Yeah,
think is exactly? Hmm?
I believe that the crunchy chip cookie is very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Moonlight, very powerful as well. The new Soul Jam for purple is a
Right.
great card. It changes purple from a trash focused strategy to um, making aggressive, high damage moves. So they can win kind of in two ways. They can win by the break area and by manipulating your opponent's hand.
Mm-hmm. Let me just let them know. Just so you guys know, time has started. It's 5 minutes, or it's going to be a double loss.
Uh,
But
when the 5 minute timer gets up, you can
mhm.
see players kind of scramble to get their turns done, and they might make some riskier moves.
Mhm. Let me see where we at. Let me see if I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong about the timer. Let's see. I think my timers might be a little off. Oh, junk. I always forget that I have to keep the screen here.
So the White
Mm-hmm.
Lily cookie on their field has an item called Soul Jam. It has an effect, and then once that effect happens, if there is a White Lily on the field, you can equip it. So it has a bonus effect just for that cookie. Um, for the bonus effect for this card is that if White Lily attacks, they can set one of their support as active, which kind of can leave them, more mana to do things in their turn or save it for a trap um, on their opponent's turn.
Let's see. I'm doing some admin stuff on this side, trying to see I got everybody in an okay spot. And we had one buy. Unfortunate. It's the sad part of not having an even amount of players. Someone's always going to get the buy. All right. But looks like both players are trying to push forward, but we have the Soul Jam on board, which is this game's version of like equipment. So far, I feel like there's not too many cards that do this, but it does amplify your HP pool by adding that Soul Jam. What did I? Oh, you muted yourself, so that's fine. If you need to be
Oh,
muted.
I don't believe this
Hmm?
green Soul Gem adds HP.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check. I believe it has the effect of equipping it is that when you attack, you can reactivate one of your rested supports.
Oh, okay. So they're actually different effects. Okay, the ones I've uh taken quick glances off actually like they like you said like usually it's an HP gain, but here you're actually right. It is actually a different effect. Let me see. Actually, I want to see this card. I
I
still
believe
haven't.
the yellow Soul Jam
Mm-hmm.
provides HP to Golden Cheese Cookie because Golden Cheese Cookie only has 3 health, so it's
Oh, okay.
pretty risky to play. But adding the 2 health from its Soul Jam, puts it in a safer space.
Let me see if I can get that cookie on screen for you guys, or at least the new Soul Jam Light of Freedom. Do you play normal Cookie Run, or are you just here for the card game, the cardboard?
I play CookieRun Kingdom, and that's what really got me into the card game. Um,
Gotcha.
I played the gotcha game, and it was like kind of a big fan of it. And then once my local game store had a post on their social media and a sign in their store, I was like, I'm gonna get into it. And I didn't realize it would be really fun, so I'm glad it's kind of been my obsession over the last few months.
Oh, that's kind of hype. I'm happy for you. Yeah, no, I am definitely I'm a kind of a gotcha hater. So I haven't really I haven't dabbled at Cookie Run other than the card game. But the card game is just it's so unique. Like as coming off of a lot of the Bandai stuff, like just the HP mechanic alone was enough to get me really interested in this game. Also, like just the way we do the way like the win condition is handled is so interesting to me, being it being that your cookies that are essentially defeated or broken in this game is the terminology, like going to a specific area, and that area being your loss condition instead of a win condition is really cool to me. Plus they look cool. I mean, I don't know, like what's his name, Pinecone Cookie, that guy's great. That guy's awesome.
Right. I think the cards themselves, especially the full art high-rarity cards, look amazing.
Oh, that was a big thing. I love because set 1, you can actually see some of it on board. Set 1, the cards have like a more traditional card game frame. Think like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic. Like it's that you'll see that level 1 blue card here at the bottom of the screen. It's a little more box frame. And then with the release of set 2, you're noticing like you can see some of the cards like are more full art in their card design, or at least the box design. Right? And I love the full art. I love that the move to every card, no matter rarity, is a full art card. But looks like we are making ways into. Looks like we are making ways into the break area, trying to get stuff done. The Sugar Swan's still surviving. We're gonna play. What is this? Who's this? This is the Matcha Cookie. Playing Matcha Cookie has 4 HP. And we're gonna see it go forward. All right, so our players do have 2 more minutes, I believe. I know I said 5 minutes, but I was a little off when I made that announcement earlier. We are going to attack, do a damage. And I think for one of us we were actually able to clear the Sugar Swan. Man, the Matcha Cookie does quite a bit.
Yep. And now they're quite even on break area, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Wind Archer comes down.
The Wind Archer play.
Wind Archer allowing us to, let me get it on screen.
Yep. So this on play allows you to remove a cookie from the battle area and put it in your opponent's support.
Oh, okay.
It does ramp your opponent, but use late game, it's not.
It's not detrimental,
really,
yeah.
Not detrimental, especially against another green player, which has plenty of support already. It's a very powerful way to remove a card from an opponent's battle area to like a key threat. So here they just have to kill this Matcha Cookie, and they would secure the win. So getting rid of the other cookie might lead them to victory.
Mm-hmm. Right, so
or could be detrimental because your opponent now is able to play a different cookie.
All right, yeah, because they just grabbed a Matcha Cookie back. What is this? Is Carrot Cookie? Who's this? This is.
So I believe they use a trap that minuses 1 damage, and it allows them to take a card from their support and swap it with something in their hand.
Oh, interesting. What is that? That is, was it Wanderer's Apple? Oh, no. And place 1 card from your supporter. Oh, it's the Supreme Whipped Cream. What a fun name.
So the Supreme Whipped Cream, it allows them to take a card from their support, put it in the trash, and minus 3 damage. It's probably one of the best traps for green.
It's a starter deck card too. So if you guys are interested in Cookie Run, like it should be pretty. From what I experienced, if you look online, it's not too hard to find starter decks. You got a starter deck for every color in this game. It does do the little bit of the business strategy of. It does do a little bit of the business strategy of like you got to buy 2 to get play sets of some of these powerful cards. But I do believe Digo, our top player, did end up winning that, or did we go to the double loss? I think we might have gone to the double loss. And with that said, I'm gonna go to a break screen. We're the admin for tonight. I don't have I got judges, but I'm doing all the boss work. So I gotta take it to a break screen, and we'll be right back with round 2. Let me see if I can. True. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. And we're back. We got round 2 going. We got our green player who ended up winning last round, actually. So didn't go to time, was able to complete the win condition of 10 cookies. 10 cookies in the break area. or 10 level 10 in the Blake area, and now we've got ourselves, I believe, is a blue matchup here at the top versus the green player we just saw played out. So, what? How do you feel about the blue versus green matchup in particular? Like, what are we looking for? Who's got the advantage? And what are we hoping for?
Sure, sure. Yeah, I think this is a pretty fair matchup. Uh, Green can easily kind of deal with the heavy aggro
Mm-hmm.
of a blue player by stalling, by
Right.
essentially like, hey, if you're gonna go all out on me, I'm not gonna give you a high level cookie to punish me with.
Right.
So we'll see how this is dealt with. I do know that blue has some pretty decent options too to kind of stall and get the support they need in the large hand size. To once they're ready, they can discard to take a large turn, a large
Ooh,
damage turn.
interesting. Okay, that should be exciting. So I think they're just resolving mulligans. How the mulligan in this game is rather simple, right? You look at your first five. You either want to keep it or you don't, and then I believe, or sorry, six is you start your starting hand is six, and you draw two cards every turn unless you're the first player. And your mulligan is you send all six back, shuffle it up, draw a new six, and that's your mulligan. Or is it slightly different in this game?
Yeah, correct. So you draw 6 cards. You're allowed one free mulligan.
Mm-hmm.
You shuffle your deck. It's important to shuffle your deck because let's say you had cards that you didn't want, you're putting it at the bottom, or it's disadvantage if you had a lot of flip cards and now all your flip cards are at the bottom of your deck. So you shuffle it, and you're able to draw 6 cards. You're only allowed to do another mulligan if you have no cookies in hand, but
Oh, okay.
you're also punished as well. So if you have no cookies in hand and you have the mulligan again, your opponent gets a draw card.
Oh, so it's a little bit of a mix of like what Pokemon does too, because I think Pokemon with does the same with their basic Pokemon. If you don't have a starting basic Pokemon, you have to you actually have to you're forced to mulligan, and your opponent in the same sense does draw a card. Here we're gonna get our starting six. We'll see who manages to go first, because it's dice roll, and the opponent who wins the dice roll gets to choose going first or second. What do you prefer when you play this game right now? Do you think it's better to go first? Better go second? The extra draw's nice.
It definitely depends on your color and your opponent.
Gotcha.
Uh, for a green player, they benefit from going first because they want to ramp way ahead of their opponent, so they get
Mm-hmm.
a lot more support, so they can take bigger turns before their opponents can. For example, if you're playing against a purple player that is a trash focused deck, you always want to go second because it allows you to get 2 cards extra in your hand, so you have
Mm.
less risk of having no cookies to play. If you're for It's also beneficial for this blue player. I think we might have saw them play earlier too. If
Mm-hmm.
they are running a sherbert strategy, they want to go first as well, so they can get online quicker and overwhelm the opponents. But going second for blue is also not the worst thing because you get 2 more cards. More cards you have, the more cards you can discard for damage.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we changed our resources, or we're gonna attack. We got the aloe cookie going, and it's gonna do 2 damage. Ooh,
Correct.
very strong. That's gonna clear the 1 HP, or the 2 HP cookie on one side, but we do got to play another one. We got, just like you said, we got the little Power Ranger thing going. We've got, and these are all limited. You said each of these are, you can only have one in your deck.
Correct. You can have one of each one, and there's one of each color. So
Ah,
instead of
okay.
having 4 banana cookies, you only can have 1 banana cookie.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is that it's really powerful because it has 4 health for a level 1. Most level 1 cookies on average have 2 health. There's a
Right.
few that have 3, but this is the only level 1 cookie that has 4 health.
Got you. And then because and I think what's important for the what makes the what how makes the what makes the sorry, just admin stuff. But what makes these cards also good is, like I mentioned before, they you can still attack with them because they only require generic resources or support to actually fulfill their attack condition. There is no need for one mandatory yellow, for example, to get it off.
Yep, that is the big benefit is that it can use any color support to attack with it. So it allows you to run one of each in your deck, or one of all 5 because there's 5 colors, It also is very powerful in a multicolor deck, that you have two different support colors, because you can use it to kind of even out
Hmm.
your play.
Oh, okay. So we are going to attack, I believe, with the we're gonna attack with the banana cookie. It takes 3 to do 2 damage, so it's a little unoptimal. I feel like 1 energy per damage is like usually the optimal curve for damage. At least that's how that's my immediate like newbie's take on how these cards tend to work. So 1 damage inefficient, but it is because of that generic accessibility. But
Mhm.
that is enough to clear our aloe cookie here.
And how I see it too, the benefit of the card for the player's perspective is that it's not really the damage that's important, is that it's 4 health and it
Hmm.
allows you to maybe take some 2 turns to get rid of it, allows you to get 4 cards on draw, 2 in your support by the time they're able to deal with it.
Hmm.
And I think the blue player they're facing too is also taking kind of a stall strategy. They play 2 cookies that require the cookies to die to get the effect. Oyster
Ooh.
cookie, once it dies, you can discard 2 cards and then draw 3.
Let me get oyster cookie on the screen for you guys. We will take care of that. But yeah, like you said. But that being said, we can also talk about things like what's the future of this game is looking like, because I know there's a couple PPG events, but like I think the big thing everyone's working towards, and probably what you yourself are working towards, is Worlds. When is that? When are we talking about that? When are I guess the qualifiers? We have to go through the NA qualifiers first. Go ahead and tell me what the
Yeah,
competitive
so
scene is like.
um, there is a NA championship in December.
Gotcha.
Um, the top 2 players of that get invited to Worlds, which happens next March. And that
Ah, okay.
is essentially players from all regions: C,
Mm-hmm.
Taiwan, Korea, and NA. Compete against each other. It's going to be interesting because we won't be at the same sets. So my
Mm-hmm.
theory is that they limit to the region that has the lowest set, so NA, and all the other regions make decks to kind of equal up to that. But it could change. So I'm excited to hear more info, especially about kind of like the pricing and you know the competitive stakes, because this game is very fun and can get pretty competitive.
Ooh, I mean, that's exciting. I think a lot of people kind of like hearing that, knowing that I think that's important. I think not every game can be like a collector's wet dream like it is like Pokemon is, where I feel like Pokemon is often carried by, I mean, the strength of its IP. It's got a big competitive scene, but then it's also got the collector base. Like the biggest, I think it's still the biggest game. I think Magic is pretty fueled by its player base above all else. Maybe not the most competitive player base. Like I think Commander takes the crown in terms of what people are playing in that game. But it's usually it's players first, and or was it card utility first over collector. So and a lot of what drives that is competitive support. So it's really cool to see that this game only just came out. We got this set a couple weeks ago, and then the first set actually came out July, August, I think.
Yep,
So
it came out mid-July. What I think what really gives me hope on the competitive scene is that the other regions have really strong scenes for their competitive play, and
mhm.
they share like their deck lists, and there's like, very decent turnouts,
Oh,
and
okay.
it kind of inspires a lot of the NA players when it comes to deck building
Hmm.
and getting more into the game as a
Yeah, we
whole.
get to copy their homework a little bit because we already know it was doing good.
It's kind of exciting too for NA because they enabled a ban list way earlier
Oh,
for NA.
interesting.
So cards got banned, like cards that got banned in like set 3 for C were banned in set 1. So we have these inspirations from other
Mhm.
regions, but we can't copy it to a T because they're using cards that we don't have access to because of the bans. So
Right.
it allows for a little bit more deck variety, some
Mhm.
unique building. In set 1, I thought was very fun. I was able to top placement each week at my locals with a yellow red deck that
Ooh.
used cards that weren't um, normally played in a deck in other regions.
Oh, and we're gonna go ahead and see that. Was it the whipping cream? Once again to kind of manipulate our resource area. or our support area. I'm gonna terminology. When you play so many card games, it's like everybody's got a different name for things, and it's like, oh, please.
And it worked out really well
Hmm.
because they used the Sugar Swan to take that level 1 banana cookie into their support area.
Hmm.
'Cause that's the on play from Sugar Swan,
Right.
but it's a yellow support, and majority of their cards require a green support. So using that trap to take that yellow support out of your break area and put it into the trash is,
Oh,
a very good play.
oh, that's so smart. Um,
But
that's really cool. That's like really interesting deck building, right? Like you like just being able to manipulate your deck that much to allow yourself to like not feel the downside of like something like having a yellow cookie in a red deck or in this case green deck.
yeah,
It,
the blue player now has Sherbert online, so we're might see some dangerous stuff. They weren't able to kill the Sugar Swan, so it is a prime target to be
mhm.
attacked with. So
Something we haven't really talked about is the risk of flip effects in the HP. So we're about to see some of that now. Sugar Swan had just attacked for only 1 damage. Okay, so pretty I guess a weak attacker, but we'll see it
so
on the. Go ahead.
it does 3 damage, but the blue player just used the trap to -2 and draw a card.
Ah, okay. Oh, well, let's talk about that. What are traps in this game and how do they work?
Sure. So when you declare an attack with the cookie, your opponent can respond by playing a trap card. The
Hmm.
trap card goes in effect before the damage is dealt. Majority of the trap cards have effects like minusing damage or some other ones to do damage to your opponent's cookie. If that opponent cookie dies before the damage is done, you don't take the damage. So there is some fun mechanics you can get with some of the traps. The
Oh,
key
okay.
traps you're going to see from green and blue are going to be minus damage traps. The most unique ones would probably be for blue. They have a trap that does -1, but they can reveal the top card of their deck. If it's a level 2 card, it minuses another level 1.
Hmm. Oh wow. Okay. And so now it is the blue player's turn. They rested 2 resource for something. I guess they used the bear jelly ice cream once again. Which
Yep.
items in this game are one single use cards, and they have they have a cost to them. Honestly, it's really similar to Magic the Gathering. The only difference is they put the cost next to the effect instead of up into the top right corner. Because sometimes I think cards can have multiple different effects, and you can essentially choose to trigger all of them. Like you'll see it's most often in these attacks, right? It costs 3 to attack, but then if you want to activate an additional condition, you have to pay 1 more to get like the extra damage or something.
Correct. So right here, the green player used another trap to -2 damage for 2 green mana. So that Sherbert only did 1 damage plus the discard to do well, I don't think they actually discarded, so they only did 1 damage.
Mhm. Just
But if the blue
taking it.
player wanted to discard a card, they could do an additional 1 damage.
Right. So opting to keep their hand full because hand size when you're using you do draw. Thankfully, you do draw 2 cards a turn in this game, but hand size can be a pretty tough resource for you because you're often going to see as you're trying to play 1 support card a turn, and then oftentimes you're trying to play an extra cookie a turn. So that's you draw 2 cards, but you're almost playing 2 cards every turn anyway. So you're never really increasing hand size by a crazy amount unless you have draw effects available to you, which blue does. Funny enough.
Yeah. What's unique with the blue player right now too is that they kind of lock their board, so you can
Hmm.
only have 2 cookies out on the battle area.
Right.
They have a level 3 cookie with Sherbert, but they have this level 1 cookie that does
Hmm.
1 damage. If that level 1 cookie wasn't there, they could have another higher damaging cookie to be more aggressive.
Hmm.
But since the green player never killed that cookie, and they probably will not target it, it's now stuck on their board, kind of denying them the chance to be more aggressive.
We're gonna see another fallen ice statue trap out of the blue player for the. I think we attacked with the lemon thyme cookie.
Yeah,
I'll get
so
that on
lemon time
screen.
cookie is unique because it does 2 damage from attacking, and then you can pay for to put it in your trash, ramp yourself, and do 2 damage. So it essentially is consider it like a spell, most likely, because you're not going to leave it on your battle area.
Ah, and we're gonna do another 2 damage to Sherbet. Oh, we got a flip effect on the first HP. So as we did damage to our cookies, we get to reveal the cards, and if any of those cards have that yellow bar of text below them, that's actually a flip effect. And in this case, the flip effect is actually just simply draw a card, which not bad. But now we are gonna see the fact that the green player is I'm going to say tapped out for the sake of simplicity. They're tapped out. So they're probably not going to be able to play a trap. I don't think there is anything to be scared of if your opponent's tapped out? Is there any zero cost traps that we got to worry about?
Nope. The only thing to be worried about is flip cards. So they can get some HP flips, which, adds
Milky
HP
Way.
if you discard a card.
Milky Way is just a draw. Okay. And then one more, no flips other than that draw card. So Sugar Swan to the break area.
They're only at 4 break, so it's not the worst thing, and they can always play something right now that can, help them get back in the next turn.
And right now, importantly enough, they have to play something, right? Like if you are not allowed to leave the board without any cookies, because if you do, you lose the game. Similar to Pokemon in that sense. And we are going to play another one of these. A 5 HP cookie comes down. So we are really going to try to wall up a little bit. Playing an item card here from the blue player. This is, which card is this? This is it's a stage, excuse me. The Whipped Snow Cream Village. How do you feel about stages? How relevant would you say stages are in deck building right now?
Stages can be really powerful, actually. There is certain stages, for example, this stage allows you to discard a card for an extra damage. So it can allow you to be aggressive for not very much addition. So I think that's a pretty powerful play, especially against a cookie with 5 health on the opponent's field. It can, get that off the board.
Right. It actually allowed our oyster to do an extra damage here. And do 2 damage and change the clock on our opponent a little bit. Maybe they were making this oyster cookie a little more of a threat and into a point where maybe we do have to clear it as the green player.
Yep, definitely. Especially, I think it's a smart move because if oyster cookie's stuck there, might as well get more value out of it.
Mm-hmm. Just a little bit of animate work on the side, guys. 1 second.
Okay, so they're the green player is playing a Sugar Swan cookie. It's on play, allows you to place a level 2 or lower cookie into your support area. So that level 5 cookie they did all the effort to attack is now going into their support, denying them the kill.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, so now, wow. Now, but another Sugar Swan is, the Sugar Swan, we have to, how much does it take to attack with the Sugar Swan? I have to relook.
I believe the Sugar Swan does 3 damage. And if you pay 1 more, if you have 7 or more support, you can do 1 more damage. So you can do 4 damage, and you can choose that additional damage to another cookie too. So you can split the damage.
When do you have to declare the extra damage? Immediately or?
So you don't have to do it immediately. You can do the damage, and then after that damage is done, you can choose to do your then. So it is a choice at the end.
Oh, okay. So you can do your 3. Oh, okay. So you do the 3 damage. I'm gonna get the card on screen, but you actually choose to do your 3 damage, and then after that 3 damage resolves, you can tap one support to throw another damage out.
Correct. There's some stipulations a lot of those then abilities have, so you got to make sure you meet those stipulations as well. For example, this cookie says if your support area contains 7 cards, so only can do the 4 damage later in the game, or if you ramped really heavily in the early game, the mid game.
Right, and now we're gonna see. Oh, we're gonna just play another sherbet. Fair enough. How much would you feel like? Right. This was our chance to leave a single cookie on board. Do you think this is correct to actually just play the sherbet now while you can, or?
Possibly now, because they need to make some big plays and not allow this Swan Cookie to do 4 damage every turn. So
Mm-hmm.
this might be the decent play, and they might even have a way to bounce it back to their hand. So we'll see. And I'll do correct. The Sugar Swan Cookie does 1 additional damage to that cookie. So
Oh, okay. So that one can't. Okay,
they
well,
can't
that's fine
split.
though. Mm-hmm.
And if
Trust.
they're able to use the Sherbert's on play, attack, and um, uh, then ability to kill it straight up, then it was a very good play, which we see here. They were able to just take it out in 1 turn.
And now that leaves, what's important here is that it leaves our oyster cookie to potentially. Oh, we send the Sherbert back with the Wind Archer. That's rough. But
This is probably the best play. Get rid of a Sherbert from play, and it's now in a place, their support, where a blue player can't refresh it or get it back into their hand. It is basically out of the game for them.
Wow. All right. So now, do you at any point you lose a cookie, you're allowed to play a cookie, right? And we're just gonna play another Sherbert.
Correct.
Oh my god. All right. So our 3rd Sherbert of the game comes down.
That's unfortunate.
But we do have enough energy to do more damage. But the stage, let me reread the stage, because I think the stage is only 1 cookie gets the extra damage. Yeah. So we gave it to the Sherbert earlier. Now we're going to go ahead and declare our attack once again. 3 damage comes in.
Yep. So they discarded 2 cards to do 1 damage. They're going to attack for 3. And they can discard a card for 1. So if they're able to kill this Wind Archer right now.
Oh, but then we do get the heal.
An HP flip might save them. They still have another cookie to attack with.
All right, we're going to discard to do 1 more. Oh, it's Pine Cone Cookie. Oh, that's the best cookie of the game.
And Pine Cone Cookie is an HP flip. So they got 2 HP flips in this Wind Archer, which is very lucky.
And how important would you say that, like, how often do you find yourself HP flipping? And so, because there's a cost, and I'm going to put it on the screen. It is not simply just you heal 1. You do have to discard a card to activate this flip effect and get the 1 HP.
I mean, you can have up to 16 flip cards in your deck. And the strategy around this is that you can choose how many of each you have. So most people want to do like kind of an even split of draw cards and HP flips. But then there's certain players that really value the HP flips and will run more of them. So the more you have, the more chances you have to have it possibly activate.
Go ahead.
And they hit enough HP flips to survive that last turn.
Wow, because they needed you needed 2 to survive too, and they got exactly that, which is nasty.
So the thing is, though, if they don't kill both cookies this turn, and the next cookie they place down, they're going to struggle. Oh, but this might be an answer. Another Wind Archer.
Another Wind Archer. Put the Sherbert also back there. Is that was that what we're gonna see? That means 2 Sherbert cookies are going to be out of play.
Yeah, possibly. I might have not have done that. I possibly would have put the level 1 in the support, killed the Sherbert, adding a level 3 to the break area, and then trying to kill whatever they place down. But let's see what they do.
Because now we actually kind of put ourselves in a bind. If I think we did move the Sherbert back, right? Because there's no Sherbert in. I don't see it in the break area. I think we did move it back, and now we're just going to see. We are going to attack with the newest Wind Archer, but I mean that's going to trigger our oyster that we've been kind of waiting for this whole time. Oh, but we might be out of cards for.
So the blue player has 1 card in hand, and it was a cookie. So if that 1 card was not a cookie, they would have lost.
Yeah, I guess we were just playing the gamble, right? We were gambling for that we would clear this Wind Archer and just kind of stabilize after that. We're going to get a red. I think the red flip effect is a discard to gain HP. We don't have a hand, so we can't use that. Let's see where we go. All right. And we're going to do... Oh, we lose. Where did we go? Oh, we got the extra Wind Archer damage. So, yeah, we lose the game because we don't have... any more cookies in hand.
And
Wow.
that's a very very lucky for the green player there. Got the 2
Wow.
HP flips to survive and killed their opponent's cookies without anything in hand.
Yeah, that's the. I mean, that's the card game RNG there for us a little bit. Very nice, very fun to see. That being said, let's see if there's another game we can watch. Where we at? Could be getting close to the end of the round here. That was a pretty long one. That went pretty far. We can watch. We got table 2 still running. We can go ahead and jump over there. It'll take a second for my stuff to load, maybe, but I will get there. I promise. Let's see. Oh, are they done? Table 2 is also done. Let's see. Yeah, I think table 2 is also done. So we got a quick yeah, a little bit of table 4. We can watch what table 4 is up to. They quickly loaded as well, which is exciting. Here it looks like we have another green versus another green mirror. A lot of green. Would you be surprised at a lot of green being the most popular deck in a tournament, or what are you expecting to see in a tournament run?
I'm actually really surprised with the amount of green players, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest. Uh, right now, the most popular color, if people are getting off the hype of what colors did well in other regions,
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting a lot of yellow.
Okay.
I'm a yellow player myself, so I really love when other players play yellow too.
No, me.
But
So, go
yellow
ahead.
and purple, I feel like are very popular colors.
Ah,
So
true. Yeah,
especially in my local meta.
yeah. For me, so like I have no idea. I didn't going into it. I didn't have an idea of what the meta was like or whatever it could be. I just in fantasy games and in RPGs or whatever. My favorite element is lightning, which is yellow. So we were building a yellow deck. That was just gonna happen. Stormbringer Cookie is dope. Uh, I love that card. That card is like really cool. The golden cheese cookie I know has an earth element, but oftentimes is represented with lightning anyway. So that cookie is dope as hell too. But yeah. So I'm with you. I'm a yellow player. I got the yellow cards in front of me.
Exciting. I got really lucky on my first box, and I got
Ooh.
the secret art for Stormbringer. So
Ooh.
it's
That's
my kind of my
exciting.
flex card when I play at my locals.
Mhm. That's the one you drip switch.
Right.
Like you find your first copy. It's a base art. It's on board, but then you flip for HP or something. You got that alt art and you just swap them out real quick. Make sure
Right.
the pretty one's on board. But that being said, yeah, no, like that is cool. Like speaking of Stormbringer Cookie, this game does have a serialized card, right? And you guys are having you guys do have a spreadsheet trying to track it is a serialized Stormbringer Cookie. I think how many? It's like 100 of them out there, and you guys have a spreadsheet that you guys are using to try to find all of them.
Yeah, I think it's quite exciting.
Mm-hmm.
There's 100 of these cards, and we're kind of on the hunt to make sure that we find them. At least hopefully people can, if they do draw it, report it in the Discord, and
Mm-hmm.
we can kind of shout out the stores that they're found in. And as a community, we can kind of let the excitement linger
Mm-hmm.
from this set. Uh, and it encourages people to kind of get into the game because they have a high chance of getting this really rare card too.
It looks like I think we activated an item to do some damage. I'm not sure exactly which item that is, but or was it a trap? I think
Um,
it was an item.
so there's 3 items that or there's a few items that green has. They have the wind gem, which is
Mm-hmm.
from the new set, that allows them to do up to 4 damage. There is a ladybug, which they can pay 3 support to do 1 damage. Uh, I think that's the only 2. I could be missing one other, but
I think we used Viney Vines.
oh, Viney Vines. Okay, that's from the starter deck. It deramps you 1 to do a damage.
Got you. Interesting. Yeah, we used Viney Vines. There was the card we used. Put that on the screen for you guys. All right, so here we go. We have 3 cards
Two
in
green
hand.
players. There's 2 green players, so this might be a little stall situation going on, especially with the Bellflower level 1/4 on the field and a blocker and a level 1 on the opponent's field as well.
Noble Phantasm. Cookie Run TCG is the sleeper game of the year. The game is solid. No, I definitely agree. The game, like, I know there's a lot of excitement for other card games out there right now. As you guys, if you guys follow the channel, I'm big into Bandai, right? So we had our release this year is going to be the Gundam TCG, having a lot of success streaming and having fun with that game. Also, Riftbound came out this year, right? And that or is coming out, I'm sorry, next week, next Friday is Riftbound, and there's a ton of excitement for that game as well. Not to mention all the other card games that are kind of around. I know Sorcery is getting another set, which they only get a set a year, so it's a very exciting time for Sorcery. Wait, is Tiger Lily Cookie banned in NA? Is that true?
So, no cards from set 2 are banned yet. We have not received a ban list. And Tiger Lily itself, I don't believe is banned in other regions. It's restricted to 1. So right now you can play up to 4 Tiger Lilies.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think the only I forget which cards it is, but it's one red for us in North America. It is one red card. I don't remember, but then it's a tropical smoothie for yellow that's banned outright, right? For us,
it's the tropical slushy item for yellow and Rebel Cookie for red.
Got it.
Are the only 2 cookies that are banned, or 2 cards banned, with the 1/4 cookies restricted to 1.
Restricted, right?
Some cards that we speculate might be banned soon due to other regions. It's going to be Crunchy Chip from purple, Tiger Lily restricted to 1. I think actually the Crunchy Chip is also restricted to 1. Essence Rejuvenation, it's an item from yellow, and then Sherbert Cookie, which is the promo.
Oh, those are banned, or
Sherbert and the Essence Rejuvenation, I believe, are both banned.
wow.
But
was Stormbringer getting hit? I heard. I keep hearing inklings about Stormbringer as well.
Stormbringer, I believe, is restricted to 1, but you never know. They could release a ban list that doesn't include them, but based on other regions, we kind of have some speculation.
Gotcha. Is there ever speculation on like maybe a card can come off the list? I know other games like do that from time to time. It's not super common. I think Yu-Gi-Oh's the big one that's like, oh, what's coming off? What's going on? Oh my god! But other games are pretty stable and like we only add to the ban list. What's your pulse on that?
That's a pretty good question. There's certain cards that once more sets come out, the power of the game gets even higher and higher, and these older cards might not be actually that powerful. So I'm not aware of cards coming off the ban list, but I'm excited to once more sets come out, see if that's even a possibility.
Let's see where we're at with the tournament. Gotta refresh, see where we are at. We have looks like yeah, all our players are done and reported in. So I'm gonna send us to a break. We got round 3 coming. I'm gonna do a quick break, so I can do the admin stuff required to get round 3 going. So see you guys then. Our players are getting started here. My guest is quickly getting some water, but yeah, no, it's a looks like another green mirror. Funny. No, wait, no, this is a blue cookie. This is a blue cookie, chat. My bad. But this is our final. So these are both our final undefeated players. I will. I don't know. My guest is back. Nice.
All right, they both have a very similar start strategy. The green player is playing Rogue for a Cookie, which allows them to pay 1 to remove a card from their support and then add a card from the top of their deck into their support. So take a card from their support area and add it to their hand. So essentially it's like a draw 1.
Wow.
They used Aloe Cookie to quickly kill it, so they can't put more value on it.
Wow, that's pretty good. And then we're gonna see. Oh, what is this? Tropical. Jesus, that's a long name of a card.
It is a Tanghulu Cookie. I think it's Tangerine Tanghulu Cookie. It essentially is a level 2 with 5 health, so it's a great stall piece. For 4 support, 2 of that being colorless, they can attack for 4 or for 3. So late game, it can attack for a decent amount. And the main reason green players run it is that it takes a while to kill, and they have cards to pull it into their support, denying their opponent a kill.
I'm always amused by some of these cookies that are in the game that have alternate, like, it's not even fair to call them alternate arts. It's like variation arts, because like obviously this game has like, you know, the like I forget, it's like a super rare will have like a secret, or a rare card will have a secret art of that card where it's like more detailed or etc. But some cards, like I like this card, we see it with the frog jam card. They just have variants, is what the best way I could call them, is like, it's just like give the cards different hats. Like, you know, notice how the one on screen I have is got a green bonnet, or the one on board has got like the little purple dress.
Yeah, so that card, the variant, comes from the Stormbringer packs.
Okay.
If
What
you
is
buy
that?
a box, you get 3 promos. One of those promos is a Stormbringers pack. That Stormbringers promo pack has a chance to get you a serialized Stormbringer, but every other card in it is basically a reskin of a card that exists.
And that's just kind of
Tangerine Tanghulu.
And that's a nod to the game as well, right? Because you can give your cards different outfits, right? In the Cookie Run games, I believe.
Yep, there's skins. A lot of the cards, secret arts or other variants of the cards in game, because there might be multiple versions of a card. It's just that cookie with a different outfit on from the game.
Okay, that's cool. Because I think in the same vein as this tangerine cookie, was it the ferret cream cookie, has a version of it in the Stormbringer packs where it's just a little ferret instead of a cookie. That one's so fun to me.
As a yellow player, I run 4 of them. That is my favorite flip card.
Yeah, like all right, like that and the cheese and bird. Those are the 2 I see everyone play.
All right, so the blue player now has Sherbet online very early.
Oh,
they
wow.
have 3 on support. They have 3 support, so turn 3. And mentioned before, the green player used Sugar Swan to take their Tanghulu cookie and pull it into their support area, ramping them 1 and denying the kill.
Oh, but already getting a Wind Archer cookie online as well to counter the first Sherbert. That's rough.
Yep. So this is a great play by the green player, because 1, they get rid of a Sherbert, which will kill one of their level 3s early on. And it ramps them, but the green player is still ahead in mana. So it's not the worst thing.
Right. And here we're seeing good sequencing here from at least correct sequencing from the game. Like I think the Aloe cookie had I'm gonna say an on deletion or a KO effect when it was defeated. Whichever terminology we want to use to I believe look at the top 3 cards of your deck and grab one, and you do that before placing the next cookie. It seems
correct. You do it once it faints.
So. Faints. It's called in this game. Okay.
So the blue player put down a blocker cookie. So the idea is that they can pay 1 and they can redirect an attack to that cookie. So it's there to protect. Say if they did play Sherbert, kind of
Oh, okay.
stall the Sherbert taking damage.
Right. And in this, let me see if I can pull this player's deck list up on the side so I can grab that. Because blocking in this game, like if you guys, a lot of my fan base comes from the Bandai card games where blocking is the way you block is very simple. Your opponent declares an attack and then you rest the card to attack with it. Whereas in this game, blocking's a little different. It's not necessarily rest your card and redirect an attack, right?
So there's two types of blocking cookies. There's a
Mm-hmm.
level 1, which you just spend 1 mana or 1 support to activate it.
Mm-hmm.
There is a level 2 version that you have to rest the cookie to block.
Ah, okay. And so in this case, we are using the level 1 version that all you have to do is spend. And I think that's kind of advantageous, right? Like not having, like, because you can still block while rested. So here you can attack with this cookie and get the block later on. Whereas without the level 2 versions you've mentioned, you have to commit the rest. So on your turn, you can't really attack with that cookie.
Yep. And even though they removed a Sherbert, they had another Sherbert to play.
Nice.
It's now protected by that blocking level 1 cookie. So if the green player wants to attack Sherbert, they have to get through that level 1 cookie.
Are they out of cards though? Is there a world where we just see the same thing we happened to with the last blue-green matchup where Wind Archer clears Sherbert and then we clear the Matcha and call it a night?
Possibly. It looks like the blue player has 4 cards in hand, which is quite low for a blue player to have.
I just found. I thought they had no cards in hand.
Gotcha.
Well, they do have 4 though. We're good. I would assume we're good, but you never
being
know.
that they do have 4 cards in hand, they probably won't use the bonus damage from Sherbert's attack because it does discard.
Another Wind Archer again, man. That's painful. That's such a good card because you don't have to go through all those flip effects. You could just get rid of it and just starve your opponent. This matchup seems, I think you mentioned it, but this matchup is kind of does feel green favored with that just that setup available to us.
Yep. This is a pretty even matchup here. So
okay.
They were able to kill the blocker cookie. So now this blue player needs to respond. Hopefully they have something in their hand with the 4 cards they had, and they're just placing the same cookie back down.
Yep.
So hopefully from their next 2 draws, they draw into something.
Yeah, another Sherbert. What are you most afraid of against the Swan or the Wind Archer? You're trying to get the Wind Archer gone as well, or are you gonna prioritize green? Go ahead.
So the green player has 6 support right now.
Mm-hmm.
So the Sugar Swan next turn will start doing 4 damage for 3 mana. Or actually, it might be pay 1 to do 1 more. But it's going to do more damage in a turn. So both of them are big threats at the moment.
Oh, we get a HP trigger right at the end, and then we discard to get the HP trigger. Now we have the cookie, the Manta Ray. Was it Manta Ray? Yeah, I guess it is a Manta Ray, but Mocha Ray, a third Sherbert cookie. So both players really seeing like back-to-back answers here, and like you said, the guess is we're probably going to attack into that Sugar Swan.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. They might choose the Wind Archer, but here's the thing: if the blue player does end up killing the Wind Archer here, the only way to do that amount of damage to kill it requires so much discarding. And if they have another Wind Archer to play, then the blue player is in a very poor position.
Ooh, yeah, I guess you're right. Right, Sherbert goes in, and we get to resolve the damage first. So we're not going to discard yet, or
so they're not doing the on play. So they're choosing not to discard 2 cards. So they're going to attack for 2 mana or 2 support into. Let's see which one they're going into. They chose the Sugar Swans. It's a smart choice, being that it next turn it'll be doing a lot more damage.
I think we're deciding if we want to use the Sherbert or not, and we're not going to. Oh, we're gonna Ice Cream. Interesting. to protect our Sherbert from a potential Wind Archer. I like that. That's interesting.
That is a pretty good play. They're doing that before they kill the Sugar Swan with their level 1, just in case a Wind Archer comes down.
Oh, but they don't choose. They choose not to attack with their level 1.
Oh, then
That
let's see what happens.
seems. Oh, that seems interesting. That seems. Wonder
They might have
why.
a trap. They might have a trap that lowers the damage to kind of negate one of the attacks. So we'll see.
Ah, okay. Right. The traps we're thinking about was a Convocation of Elder potentially. We're seeing potentially was it Octo Ink Spray. We also saw the Fallen Ice statue come into play. Oh, we get an HP trigger, but I don't think there's a point in using it when you know your opponent has so much damage ahead of you. Here comes a Lord Oyster.
And I'm curious. I think they only have 2 cards in their hand. Lord Oyster requires them to discard 2 to draw 3. One of the cards in their hand is a Sherbert, so it might not even be worth using.
Yeah.
Oh, they have 3 cards.
Yeah, they have 3 cards. Yeah. So they'll be able to keep the Sherbert and then essentially go plus on cards because they'll discard 2 and then they'll end the conversation with 4 cards in hand. It's just up to the green player to see if they even want to potentially attack with the Wind Archer. Oyster only being another level 1, and I believe the break area only has, I think we're level 3 in our break area because it's just 3 level 1s, and we are going to attack with Wind Archer. We're gonna draw the card. That's really nice. And now the cookie is but that's one of our Sherberts. That's our last Sherbert actually, being part of the HP pool.
So let's see their play. If they do play another Sherbert on the field right now, they can't do the on play. I believe the on play is only on your turn, but let's just see what they decide.
Well, we got to resolve the discard, draw 3, right?
Correct. I think they're choosing.
And you're right about the Sherbert cookie. It is a your turn effect on play.
I think he's really thinking now what cards to discard in my hand, because that can be pretty detrimental if he draws into 2 bad things for 2 good things he discarded, or 3 bad things.
Yeah, because you have to resolve the discard first. You can't do the other way would be so advantageous for us, and we actually choose not to do it. Oh, choosing not to go +1 on hand size. That we must really want the cards in our hand.
Right. And interesting play tier 2 is to play one of the flip cards. Instead of using Sherbert, because I think the value is waiting till the start of their turn, playing Sherbert, it's on play, which does 1 damage to each, and then killing the Wind Archer, hopefully. So we'll see what the choice is. Oh, so they played Strawberry Crepe. Strawberry Crepe's on play allows you to take a level 2 from your board and put it into your on top of your library or your deck.
Oh, okay.
Guaranteeing you their bonus damage from their attack.
Oh wow! So what is the angle here? Reveal 1 card. So we actually could potentially clear board and put our opponent to death here with just the crepe.
Okay, so here's the thing. If the blue player decides to do the on play, which kills the Sugar Swan,
looks like we're not going to do the on play.
That is the choice, because if they did, they could respond with the Wind Archer. So the blue player is now hoping that they don't have HP flips, kills the Wind Archer using the discard from their hand to do 1 damage to the Sugar Swan. And they did get an HP flip. Very unfortunate.
And then we discard for the Sugar Swan. Nah, we're going to discard for the Wind Archer. Oh, this is so close now. We're going to pass on 1 card in hand. But a pretty healthy board, right? Sugar Swan does 4 damage after her effect is live.
Correct. And the blue player only has 1 card in hand. Let's say Wind Archered 1, killed the other cookie. If that card in hand isn't a cookie, they lose.
All right, so let's hope everything works out the way we want it to. And this is why I think this we had I think the blue player had this strawberry crepe cookie in their hand along with the sherbet. So that is why they didn't want to discard 2 cards, because this plus the third card they had in hand probably were way more important than a +1 off of the oyster cookie.
Very true. It also might look. It looks like they're live. They're about to deck out as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if they do kill a level 3 and they deck out, they might lose the game. So let's.
Oh, blue, you mean? What's
Yeah,
the
blue only has 2 cards in their deck.
Mm-hmm. What's the break area? I think isn't it just 4 level 1s? So we're level 4 in the break area. I guess I don't know what
We'll
that
be at
first.
9.
Yeah, we'll be exactly at 9. So now green's got to decide how to end this. They really, I think this is probably green's last turn, because I believe there are already 2 wind archer cookies in the break area. So this sugar swan plus any other card, which another card does exist there. Guess
So they did look through their trash. That signaled 2 things to me.
Mm-hmm.
They are looking if they have probably a wind archer in their trash, because they do have an item that allows them to play a cookie from their trash.
Right.
Or they're counting how many HP flips they have, just to see if it's possible that their sugar swan has one.
Right. But I mean, with the amount of damage on across the table, I feel like even a single HP flip probably isn't gonna change much.
So my thoughts is that they have the item that takes a cookie from their trash and plays it, and they don't have. From what it looked like, it didn't look like they had a wind archer in their trash.
Okay, understood. All right, here comes Mocha.
Yep. Oh yeah, matcha cookie.
Matchas, my bad.
I believe it does has an effect if you have more than 7 support. It does an additional damage, or let me check. But it does 3 for 3 is my general understanding of the card.
Does so activate rest 1 green support. If your support area contains 7 or more, select up to one of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage. So you can activate. And then you can do 3.
So the green player can now do 4 damage with both cookies.
Ooh. So if this last card in our blue player's hand isn't a cookie.
Let's see if they're able to kill both these cookies, though. Let's.
Mm-hmm.
So they did kill the sherbet.
Mm-hmm.
But now they have strawberry crepe to deal with.
Let's see. Draw the last 2 cards of our deck, and I think we're going to put a level 1 back. And oh, you trigger it now?
Yep, it's triggered whenever it reaches 0. So they drew 2 at the beginning of their turn. So
Okay.
now they're refreshing.
Gotcha.
And they added their shark cookie, level 1 cookie, into their break area.
Because they have to, because at this point they are sitting at what? 4 + 4. They're at 8 now, I believe.
I think they're at 9. Sherbet's 3, then 5 level 1s.
Yeah, you're right. Wait, no, it's
8.
That's 8. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 8. You're right. It's 8.
Either way, the creme brulee or the strawberry crepe cookie on the board is
if it dies, they will lose.
Yeah.
But their opponent, if that sugar swan dies, they lose. So let's see what they can do.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the green player has a trap. Like, what kind of traps are we looking at from green potentially? We're looking at, was it the New Garden's Power? Again, the Supreme Whipped, -3 attack.
Yep.
And then also, oh wait, is there a world where we play Divine Light Crystal?
Possibly.
All right, I guess we'll see. We're gonna play.
I think they're just going to play 2 cookies and hope that they can do enough damage over the traps, or They don't have
Oh,
answers for both.
but the Captain Caviar cookie sets the top card of your deck because you get to look at the top 3 cards and then place them on the top of your deck in any order. So you can almost guarantee the level 2 for the sherbet cookie or the creme brulee cookie.
So they jelly bear ice cream to pull strawberry crepe out, back into their hand to replay it to get this on play. Its on play is going to add that level 2 to the top of their deck to guarantee that it will ping for 2 that's untrappable.
Oh, that's untrappable? Is that just part of her effect?
So it will do 3 damage and then pay 1 more blue to reveal the top card of your deck. If that cookie is level 2, it does deal 2 damage.
So we did have that one card I was talking about, and I believe this gets around.
It does get around it.
Oh, so we should have potentially
just attacked with both.
Oh no. We did have, I'm gonna get the card on screen, the Divine Light Crystal coming in clutch here. You said it was untrappable, but because the secondary effect is still during the battle, right? I assume that's how it works?
Correct. So that is an amazing play because that trap prevents your cookie from dying. So now the blue player with, I believe, no cards in hand.
Yeah, they have the 1. They just got to draw, though.
So they have now 1 card in hand. Has to survive 8 damage on a, oh, it's game. They just use Wind Gem, which is 6 mana to do 4 damage.
Oh, okay. And then that will, so yeah, green wins it. Hey, that's pretty awesome. So Digo is our winner for our first Risu Squirrel Treehouse Tribe Cookie Run tournament. That's exciting. That's awesome. I don't think anyone, like, you seem surprised by the amount. We were talking in the back room a little bit, and you seem surprised about how many people were playing green here at this tournament. You would have put your money on, was it red or yellow potentially?
Yeah, yellow for sure. More purple players and more red players. I feel like red is a very straightforward color, which might lead to more players just learning to get into the game with. And yellow is just, from other regions, one of the most popular colors.
Ah, okay. So, well, yeah. Getting to seeing green do its thing. I think we got to see all the at least all the colors I think we got to see purple do its thing. We got to see green do its thing. We got to see blue go its thing. So, I didn't like officially announce it anywhere, but like, with the success of tonight, I was telling everyone around me, like, I'd be happy with 4, but I really want to get to 8. We managed to get to 9 players for this tournament tonight. I'm beyond happy to the point where I'm already announcing and I'm already planning next week's tournament. So if you guys are interested in more Cookie Run and want to be a part of it, definitely link's already in the description below for you guys. If you don't see it, refresh or something. But if you guys like what you see and you want to be part of it, I need to talk to the community that did play tonight, but I am highly considering allowing proxies going forward, because I do know it's a little hard to get singles for this game, and I want people to play the decks they want to play, and like with the full power of their brain. Like you have a vision for your deck, and I want people to play that vision here. We're not an official tournament. We're just some silly streamer with a stream. And so I think I have a flexibility to let people do that. So that being said, how'd you feel about tonight? How are you?
I thought tonight was really fun. Seeing all the green players and seeing like their wild combos and able to like kind of snatch the wins at like the very last turns. I think that was very exciting.
All right. Well, I hope you had a blast. Thank you for my judge staff helping me out today. Thank you for showing up, because without you, I don't nearly have enough of the in-game knowledge. So I thank you so much for coming here, Kane. And I don't think you have any socials to sell out for. I'm not aware of any YouTube or Twitter that you might have, right?
Nope, but I'm pretty active in the Cookie Run Discord if you want to say hello.
Yeah, so if you guys want to join the official Cookie Run Discord, Kane's there. He's now in my Discord a little bit, so if you guys want to just ping him there, get your cookie run questions and join the community, because it is a fun game, and I'm just trying to get more people to play it and a little bit more eyes on it. If you guys follow me, you guys know I work pretty closely with eggmanevents.com, which is where we post tournament results for all kinds of Bandai card games. I have asked him to like give me a little cookie run section that I could take advantage of. So don't be surprised if I will post some of these. Don't be surprised if we start reporting on Cookie Run on eggmanevents.com. And with that said, I think I'm just going to say goodnight to the stream. I'm going to stick around on my Discord to say goodbye to my players and thank them for showing up, because without the players, I mean, what's the point of any of this, right? So as much as I love you guys in chat viewing, our players are always going to be the most important thing. So I definitely have to get some of that. What was it? I just gotta ask them, what can I do better for next time? And that's what I want to do. So we're gonna end the stream. Thank you so much, Kane. Thank you so much. I think let me get their exact name so I can shout them out properly, because they're also active in the Cookie Run Discords around. Zasty the Muffin, thank you so much for helping me in the background, and Zake Senpai too. To both, I think Zasty is an official judge for the game, and then Zake is on their way. So definitely. Thank you guys for helping. I can't thank everybody enough for making this as successful as it was, and I'm pretty happy. But good. Yeah, any last words, Kane?
No. If anyone is looking to get into Cookie Run, join the Discord, jump into the new player chat or deck building, and there's going to be plenty of people to help you build.
All right, and then I think PPG has a webcam tournament this weekend too. If you guys want immediate action, I think it's this Saturday they're doing a webcam tournament, and then I'm planning Thursdays going forward. So I mean, maybe it's a community question, but good night, guys. It's been a blast. I appreciate everything you guys do for me. So good.